If I told you that just 2 simple words could completely shift the way women see you, would you believe me? Now, these aren't magic words, but when spoken with confidence and intention, they have the power to change everything. Stick around, because I'm going to show you exactly how to use them. Imagine this, your words alone reshaping the way a woman perceives you. Words so simple, yet so powerful, they leave a lasting impression. And here's the kicker. Most men overlook them. Not because they're complicated, but because they don't understand their impact. Today, I'm breaking it all down. We're talking about a straightforward phrase that instantly sets you apart when used correctly. No tricks, no gimmicks, just a mindset shift that naturally draws women to you. These 2 words don't manipulate. They don't force. Instead, they inspire respect and admiration. And the best part? You already know them. You just haven't been using them intentionally. That changes today. Before we dive deeper, do me a quick favor. If you're finding this content helpful and want more powerful insights like this, hit that like button and subscribe. That small action supports the channel and lets me keep giving you game-changing tips. Sound fair? All right, let's talk about where most men go wrong. Picture this. You're in a conversation with a woman, and instead of being direct, you say things like, "Whatever you prefer," or "I'm okay with anything." On the surface, it seems polite. But here's the problem. Responses like that don't show confidence. When you dodge decisiveness, you send the message that you're unsure of yourself. And let's be real, uncertainty is one of the fastest ways to kill attraction. Women are drawn to men who know what they want and aren't afraid to express it. Another mistake? Being overly accommodating. Always putting her wants above your own may sound noble, but it usually backfires. Why? Because it signals that you're trying too hard to please her, which actually lowers her respect for you. Needy behavior often shows up in subtle ways, like being indecisive or overly flexible. The problem is, instead of shining as someone confident and self-assured, you risk fading into the background. But here's the good news. This is something you can change. At the core of this shift are just 2 simple words that can completely transform how women perceive you. Those words are, "I want." At first glance, they might seem ordinary, but when spoken with purpose, they carry incredible power. "I want" isn't just a phrase, it's a declaration of intent. It shows that you're clear about your desires and confident enough to voice them. And that kind of clarity, it's magnetic. Why? Because decisiveness stands out. In a world where most people hesitate, second-guess themselves, or bend over backwards to please, someone who can say, "I want," with conviction becomes rare. And rare is attractive. Now, this isn't about being demanding or pushy. It's about showing comfort in your own skin and a willingness to take the lead. When a woman hears "I want" spoken with confidence, she doesn't just hear words. She feels direction, strength, and intent. Think about it. Saying "I want" removes guesswork. It eliminates hesitation. It makes your intentions clear in a way that's bold, yet respectful. And that energy is what sets you apart. But here's the key. Simply knowing these words isn't enough. The real transformation happens when you learn to use them in everyday life. Whether you're asking her out, stating your preferences, or expressing your goals. So the question becomes, how do you apply this in real situations? That's exactly what we're going to break down next. Conversations that feel natural and powerful. Stick with me, because this is where things get interesting. Let's break down how using the phrase "I want" in real-life situations can completely change the way you connect with women. a small shift in your words can create a huge shift in results. First, approaching women. Imagine you meet someone you're interested in. Instead of saying something uncertain like, "If you want, we could hang out sometime," you look her in the eye and say, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." See the difference? The second statement is clear and decisive. No confusion, no hesitation. You've made a choice and you're confident about it. Next, building interest. A lot of men wait for the perfect moment or dance around what they actually feel. Don't. Be direct. For example, "I want to get to know you better. How about we grab a coffee this week?" This works because it's straightforward and refreshing. It shows honesty and genuine interest, which women deeply appreciate. It removes the guesswork and tells her exactly where you stand. Now, relationships. Whether you're just starting out or already in something long-term, "I want" is just as powerful. Instead of defaulting to "whatever you'd like is fine, try," "I want to spend more time with you this weekend. Let's plan something special together." This not only makes her feel valued, but it positions you as someone who takes initiative and leads with intention. But here's the key. It's not just the words, it's how you say them. When you use "I want," deliver it with calm confidence. The goal isn't to sound pushy, but to project strength and clarity. Overbearing is what you want to avoid. For example, if she has a different idea or can't commit to your suggestion, respond with understanding. You could say, "No problem, let's figure out what works best for both of us." This shows flexibility while still keeping your confidence intact. What makes this approach powerful is its versatility. You can use "I want" in big moments, like asking someone on a date, or in smaller, everyday interactions, such as sharing your preferences in conversation. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and the easier it is to build connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Here's the key takeaway. Saying "I want" isn't just about getting your way. It's about speaking with clarity and intention. Used thoughtfully, it not only attracts more interest, but also changes how people respond to you. That's where the real transformation begins. Now, an important reminder. How you use "I want" matters just as much as the words themselves. Confidence can easily be mistaken for arrogance if it's delivered with the wrong attitude, and that's something you want to avoid. Confidence means knowing what you want and expressing it clearly. Arrogance is ignoring the other person's perspective. The difference is all in your tone and delivery. For example, if you say, "I want us to go out this weekend," but deliver it with entitlement or a demanding tone, it will push her away. But if you say it calmly, with an inviting tone, it comes across as genuine interest instead of an order. That's the balance. Firm, yet approachable. And here's where respect comes in. If she says she's busy or suggests something else, don't push back. Instead, respond with understanding. "That's okay. What works better for you?" This keeps the door open while showing you value her choices. Using "I want" isn't just about expressing yourself. It's also about creating space for her to do the same. When you're honest and direct, it encourages her to meet you at that level. That's not only attractive, it's the foundation for a strong, mutual connection. Respect is key. Another thing to remember is that your tone sets the mood for any interaction. A friendly, calm, steady tone will always win over something rushed or forceful. The goal is to show that you're self-assured, not controlling. Confidence is attractive because it feels safe and steady, not because it tries to overpower the other person. And don't forget this, saying "I want" isn't just about stating your preferences. It's about showing that you're intentional, thoughtful, and decisive without being rigid. By using this approach, you create opportunities for meaningful communication. The takeaway is simple. Confidence doesn't mean ignoring someone else's needs. It means respecting both your desires and hers. When you find that balance, you don't just stand out. You build stronger, more genuine connections. Now, here's your challenge. Start using the phrase "I want" at least 5 times a day for the next week. It might sound simple, but the impact is massive. Don't just throw it out casually. Be intentional. Whether you're making plans with friends, talking to women, or handling everyday situations, use "I want" to express yourself clearly and confidently. At first, you might feel awkward or unsure. That's normal. It's not about being perfect right away. It's about pushing yourself to be more direct, more decisive, and more confident with your words. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Over time, you'll notice something powerful. People will treat you differently. You'll gain more respect. You'll be seen as someone who knows what they want and isn't afraid to go after it. And women especially find this clarity and self-assurance incredibly attractive. Stop waiting for permission or approval. From now on, you're the one who makes things happen. And here's the key. It's not just about the words you use, it's about the mindset behind them. When you consistently say, "I want," you tap into a new level of empowerment. Whether it's in your social life, at work, or in your relationships, you'll notice something powerful. People start gravitating toward you. Why? Because you're projecting confidence, clarity, and direction. Here's your challenge. For the next week, use "I want" at least 5 times a day. Write it down, track it, and pay attention to how you feel and how others respond. You'll be surprised at how such a small shift creates a huge change in the way you carry yourself and in the way people see you. Let's recap. The 2 words we're focusing on, "I want," are game changers. They're more than words. They're a declaration of who you are and what you stand for. They show decisiveness, strength, and the courage to go after what you desire, without hesitation. And here's the beauty. Using "I want" doesn't make you selfish. It makes you clear. It opens the door to genuine communication and mutual respect. And when you use it consistently, you'll notice people respond to you with more trust, respect, and even attraction. So don't just watch this video and move on. Take action. Start incorporating "I want" into your daily life. Use it when making plans, when expressing your goals, or when sharing what matters to you. I guarantee, after 1 week of practicing this, you'll feel more in control, more confident, and more respected. Then, come back and let me know how it worked for you. I'd love to hear your results. Before you go, drop a comment below and tell me how you plan to use "I want" this week. And if this message resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and keep building that confidence. Remember, confidence is magnetic. The clearer you are about what you want, the more people will respect and follow your lead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.